years. Today's success story is about mandamus action. And it's so important to give you the specific timestamps because every single month things are changing and you don't know, but it's really important to actually kind of see, this is what somebody else did. And this mandamus action, like most mandamus actions that we do, is almost like a class action, right? We pull a lot of people together and do it all in one go. It saves them cost, it saves them time, it saves everybody effort. We all work on it together and we just win 5 cases simultaneously. There are still 5 separate cases and they get adjudicated separately, but the main action, going through the main flow of the mandamus is all at the same time. So let me give you the dates, okay? We officially filed the mandamus December 2nd, 2025. And it's for 5 different cases. The first one, they filed the 526E and their 45 is pending, their adjustment status is pending. They filed it back in August of 2023. The second client filed their 526E in November of 2023, and they're waiting at the consulate. The third case, they filed it in November of 2023, and they're also pending 45. So, a lot of these people came in with a tourist visa and they filed for adjustment and the 526E. And then another case was they filed in February of 2024, and their 45 is pending as well. And another case is just the 45. So 5 different cases. They've been waiting for close to 1.5 to 2 years, and they just had enough. They did not want to wait any longer. They each invested over $800,000 into a particular project for their entire family, and they're stuck in the US, and they're waiting on the 45. They're legal here, but it's sort of all in the air. And so they had enough. They didn't want to wait any longer. We filed the mandamus action in December. I think we officially started the process, I think, in late October, early November. It took a month and a half to prepare everything. We officially filed it. Now, all of these cases, including some of the 45s, have been now approved. There was some up and down throughout the entire process. So we filed it in December. Right now it's already May. So in the past 5 months, there's been multiple court hearings and there's multiple court dispositions and motions to try to close the case, try to extend the case. The government wanted 90 days. We didn't agree. We wanted to shorten to 60 days. And within the 60 days, they already approved some of the case. They issued the RFE. We answered the RFE. The case got approved. So there was a lot of action. Much more action than we've seen from previous mandamus cases, right? Previous mandamus cases, we file it, within 2 months, hopefully, just cases get approved. It's like there's no reason for this crazy delay. You're just too busy. So just prioritize our clients, right? Because we filed the mandamus. And a lot of times within a month, 2 months, or 3 months, just cases get approved. And once the case approved, USCIS just tells the court, the case got approved, this case is moot, please drop the case. That's how it was done in the past. But now, there was so much back and forth. They wanted it in 90 days. They filed a notice of it to appear in immigration court. Like, what? All right, that's a separate trial because we filed mandamus in federal court. But now there's additional immigration court that the client had to go to for the 45. And so there are so many battles we had to go through at the same time. But eventually, the request for evidence issued, the NOID's issued, we respond, case gets approved. This mandamus finally can get dropped. The trend that we're seeing is that the government just really opposes everything that we do, right? Even though processing a 526E 45 case taking more than 2 years is outrageous. When the RIA came out, there was a big announcement at AILA, and everybody was saying, processing time for investors was going to be 6 months to 9 months. And there were cases that got approved within 6 months. And you can hear the thousands of attorneys go wow, it was insane. Because prior to this, the old EB-5 program, people had to wait 3-4 years. And now, with the new reform on EB-5, 6 months to 9 months is a miracle. And that's what they were aiming for. And people were getting it. And the actual adjudication time for a lot of these cases was supposed to be just, maybe an hour or 2 hours. So if it's an hour to 2 hours to adjudicate something this complex, but you're taking 2.5 years, there's something wrong. So I don't want to tell everyone, if your case is taking a long time, just do the mandamus. Because you only want to do a mandamus if you have a strong case. Because all it is, and we didn't just do the mandamus, we did mandamus and the APA, right? The Administrative Processing Act, where we're essentially saying they're not doing their job. All it does is just to force them to do it faster. So if you have a weak case and they do it faster, they deny you. You really only want to do it for these strong cases. And these 5 clients, they all had strong cases. They all believe in their case really strongly. So that's what we did. We rarely do one mandamus action because it is actually quite expensive to do a mandamus because they were locked in for maybe like half a year to a year. There's multiple court hearings. So in this case, we were able to pull 5 people together to do it, and it made sense, right? But it worked, and so we just wanted to report on this. This approval, we were just the last of the 5 approvals we got May 13th. So just a couple days ago. And if you have questions about mandamus or you're thinking about it, feel free to do a consultation. Happy to talk to you. Just book us on online.